Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is December 23rd. Can you believe that? December 23rd. I have some Merry Mail. I was going to just tilt the camera down and just show you the Merry Mail and be on our way. And then I thought, why not just have a little chat, like a Christmas chat? You know, like I watch a couple channels. I watch one channel. Her videos are like, her smallest, shortest videos are like 39, 40 minutes. Most of hers average about 48 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes, and yet I watch them. Not all at one time, but I'll put her on when I'm driving to work and driving home, driving back and forth for lunch, and I get her videos watched. And mainly, all she's doing is sitting in front of the camera and talking with you about things. And she does do some cooking and shopping and walking and vlogging and that kind of stuff. But I'm by all means not going to have a 39-minute video. But I thought we would talk in between cards. So today is December 23rd. Do you guys all have your grocery shopping done for your dinners for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Question, what do you serve on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Growing up, we always celebrated with all the presents on Christmas Eve with all my family. Like when I was younger, it was my aunts, my uncles, my grandmas, my parents, my siblings. We all came together. We all took turns at each other's homes. So they'd be at my parents' one time, my grandmother's one time, my aunt's another time. And dinner was something easy on Christmas Eve, whether it be spaghetti, lasagna, that kind of thing. But we opened presents. And when you have, 12 grandchildren and all the aunts and uncles, it made for really a fun evening. And then Christmas Day was formal. And those same people would come back over to the same house, because whoever hosted that Christmas that year hosted for both days. And it was china and linen and very formal. And we would eat paella, which is a seafood Spanish dish with rice and all kinds of different seafood in it. We always... I can't remember everything, but it was always formal on Christmas Eve. Now that I'm older, my kids go in all different directions. And so we used to always have salmon on Christmas Eve, or because we did our main thing on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, like, I don't know, it was, I think as my kids got older, let me think, when they were younger, we would have Christmas Eve at my mom's and Christmas Day at my mom's when my kids were growing up. Then when my parents passed away, we kind of all started doing our own thing. So I had just my kids and their families at our home. And we would usually just do it on Christmas Eve, because by that time, all my kids were, almost all of them, were married. And they would go to their in-laws or whoever on Christmas Day. So normally I would serve salmon on Christmas Eve, and then we would open up all our presents. And then Christmas Day, my husband and I were just home by ourselves most of the time. So this year's changed a little bit. So I'm going to go to my son's on Christmas morning and watch my grandson open presents, because my kids are all spread all over the place now. And Christmas Eve's just going to be quiet here with my husband and I and our baby puppy. She's not a puppy. She's 3 years old. But we are going to have, what did we decide on tomorrow night? It was going to be shrimp fettuccine and some cheese bread and probably asparagus. I bought asparagus and broccoli. So that's what we're going to have on Christmas Eve. Christmas morning, I'm going to my son's for a big breakfast and open the presents with my grandson. And then Christmas Day, again, will just be my husband and I this year. And we're totally fine with that. They're all going to their other families in the evening. And we are going to have pork ribs and mashed potatoes and broccoli. So that's what we're having. So what are you guys having for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Okay, first one I'm going to open here is a card from Rosemary, You Rock Art. And if you know Rosemary, she's been making Christmas cards all year long. That woman is one of the most motivated women I know. And this is a birthday card. Oh, Rosemary, thank you for remembering my birthday. Oh my goodness. Wishing you the best birthday. Thanks for all your love and support. You rock. Love, Rosemary. You rock hard. P.S. I found these stamps at a yard sale and wanted to share with you. Aw. So she gave me these. She has a million stamps. Like, the woman has more stamps than anybody I know. Look at those stamps. So there's a rose and there is thank you. Let's see, I can read them better from this. Lovely, thank you, congratulations, and a rose, and then like some leaves, and looks like a poppy right there. Thank you so much, Rosemary. I love it, and I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. That was, our first question was about dinner. What's another question we can talk about Christmas? Did any of you ever go out Christmas caroling as a child or as an adult? So I had never gone Christmas caroling until we moved to this little town between Wheatland and Lincoln in California. It was a little tiny town called Sheridan. Population was 250. And so we were in 4-H. My parents were in charge of the 4-H club because they didn't even have a 4-H club there, but my mom wanted a 4-H club. And we didn't move there till I was 14. And when we moved there, my dad got this great idea. There was about 25 kids in our 4-H group. He decides we're going to go Christmas caroling. So he gets his flatbed that he would tow cars away when he had his business. It was a tow truck, and he put a bunch of hay bales in there and hay all on the bottom of the tow truck. All us kids piled in. My mom ran off some music with the words for us to sing. Nobody was on tune. We were all off tune, and we went Christmas caroling around the small town of Sheridan, population 250. So it was really fun. We ended up doing it for, I think, 3 years in a row. And the town is so small, there's probably like, I don't know, 8 or 10 blocks in the whole streets in the whole town. And my dad went up and down each one, and we sang Christmas carols, and then went back to the school and had hot cocoa and cookies and stuff like that. So that's all the Christmas caroling I ever did, but it was fun. I know that in the town I live in now, there's a church group that gets together and they sing beautiful Christmas carols, and they will walk around town, or you can go to the church itself and they have Christmas caroling at the church. But then I think they also walk around a small part of the town and Christmas carol. Okay. On to the second one. So now I don't know if these are Christmas cards or birthday cards. This is from the lovely Jennifer Lopez. She lives in New York, and she is such a sweetheart. We've been friends on YouTube now for as long as I've been on YouTube, so almost 5 years, I think. And, oh, it is a Christmas card, and she made it herself. And she's been very sick lately, so I'm so glad to get a homemade Christmas card. Look at how beautiful she writes. Jennifer writes beautiful. May your Christmas be joyful and Happy New Year. Much love, always your friend, Jennifer Lopez, 2024. That is a beautiful, beautiful card, Jennifer. Thank you so, so much. Jennifer does some hauls on her channel. She does coloring. She enters some collabs with Rosemary and for her coloring collab. And I believe she enters Martha's coloring collab and Jamie's coloring collab. And all her videos are short and sweet and to the point, so you're not there for long, long periods of time. But I love her channel. All right, next question. What's another question we can ask? Do you guys stuff stockings for your families? Whether it be, if you have kids, most likely you stuff stockings. However, at my work, most of the Hispanic families do not stuff stockings. I did not know that until one of my coworkers told me that they don't normally stuff stockings. So I don't know if it's just a few in my area that don't do it, or do a lot of people not stuff stockings? I know it can become quite expensive to stuff stockings. This year we're not stuffing any stockings because it's just my husband and I. In the past, well, of course, when my kids were young, I always stuffed stockings for them. Some people get really elaborate in their stockings. I would put a lot of candy, toothbrush, deodorant, toothpaste, sometimes cologne, some little knicky-knackies. I know some people get really, really extravagant with jewelry and different stuff in their stockings. And then my mom, well, not my mom, my dad said how their stockings would consist of like an orange, an apple, some walnuts, that kind of stuff. That's what they put in their stockings back in the day. And I always thought that was kind of weird. But, you know, back then, the Depression, they didn't have money to spend on going to the store or whatever. So they just did. And my dad said he loved it. He loved getting the apple and the orange and the walnuts. And my dad always loved nuts of any sort. So, but anyways, just curious, do you guys stuff stockings or not? And what do you put in your stockings? All right, here we go. Here's another card from Elma Taylor. Her channel is called Elma Taylor, just like Jennifer's is. She's got this cute little sticker of this snowman on the back. Oh, warmest wishes. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Merry Hearts, a home that's filled with joy and laughter too. These are things that Christmas should bring to people as special as you, Elma. Thank you so much, Elma. I really, really appreciate it. Love it. I started making cards and I made, I think, 24 cards, and I ran out of homemade cards, and now I have to send out a regular card just that I bought at work because I ran out. So some of you are going to get your cards late because I just ran out of time. Okay, let's see. Another Christmas question. Do you guys put your Christmas shopping off till the very end, or do you shop all year long, or what's your shopping groove? Like, usually in the past I used to try to start shopping around August or September. This year, I did not get one present bought until after Thanksgiving. I am finished now. I've got to do some wrapping, but oh my goodness, like I was stressed out because I normally don't wait that long. And then every year I tell myself, okay, I'm just going to start buying a little here and a little there, but I just never do. And this year I got all my stuff shipped off to my grandkids in Montana on time. So that was a plus this year. But sometimes I'm late, so I'm trying to be more organized with that kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. Another card. And this is from Donna at Donna Designs. And Donna is an amazing crafter. She is in my hashtag Artisan Journal Prompt 2024. And her pages are so beautiful. And then sometimes she goes into the research of the pages. She's amazing. Here's a beautiful card from her. Love, joy, love, and peace. And wishes for you this holiday season. And she just wishes us and my loved ones have a Christmas full of love, joy, and happiness, and lots of blessings. Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate that and love it. I love all these beautiful cards. I'm going to save them and think of things I can do with them. Okay, let's go on for another question about Christmas. How many of you are into the Christmas movies? What are your favorite movies for Christmas? So I have to admit, I do watch some of the Hallmark or the Lifetime ones, but I have to say some of them are getting so corny that I just like, we watched one over the weekend and it was just so corny that we ended up just turning it off. And yeah, it was just like, no. But I think my favorite Christmas movies that I like to watch every year is Home Alone 1 and 2, The Santa Claus 1 and 2, Miracle on 34th Street. What was the other one? Oh, Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, the Lampoon National, whatever it is. We love that one. I have watched The Christmas Story twice now, and it's just okay. It's kind of dumb, actually, but I could see where if you grew up on it, you know, you'd want to keep watching it every year. We've watched The Elf twice, last year and this year, and it is kind of funny. It is kind of cute. It's kind of dorky, but it's fun. We watched Four Christmases last year, and I haven't watched it this year, but I do want to watch it because we liked it last year, and it was our first year to watch it last year. So I think tomorrow we're going to watch a Christmas movie with our dinner or after dinner, and same thing with Christmas Day, watch another movie. So we haven't watched as many movies this year as we normally do, but I do enjoy Christmas movies. But I'm kind of over the whole Hallmark Lifetime ones. So, yeah. All right, on to another card. This one is from Donna, and I believe her channel's name is just Donna Maria. And she is such a sweetheart, and she's so soft-spoken. I love to watch her. She does a lot of cooking videos. She does some haul videos, some planning videos. She's got her baby dolls, her reborn baby dolls. She does some gardening ones. She enters a lot of collabs, and she's just really a sweetheart. This is a beautiful card. Oh my goodness. It's like I want to take this and put it on canvas art, I think. May the blessings of the glorious holiday season surround you and those you hold dear. Merry Christmas. Love, Donna, just Donna Maria. Yep, I got the right one. Last time I got her confused, her and Donna Designs, I got the two confused. So I got them. And I didn't even plan to do them one after the other. I just did. Okay, another Christmas question. Let's see. How about your Christmas tree? What are your traditions with your Christmas tree? Do you have a fake tree? Do you get a real tree? Do you go cut your tree down? Or do you buy it at a tree lot? Do you like a big tree, small tree? Do you have a theme, or do you just put all kinds of different ornaments on your tree? For the longest time, I used to love to go get fresh trees. We never were into the go cut them down, but we would go to these different tree lots and pick out the perfect tree and bring it home. And it smelled so good, and we'd decorate it, and then all the pine needles would get all over the place. And then I'd be glad when Christmas was over so I could take it out. Then I was doing an artificial tree for the longest time, and it was nice because it was clean. I don't believe they look as great as the real ones. I don't know. And the last couple years, I haven't put a tree up. I've just decorated my mantle really pretty with lights and garland and Santas and everything. And it's still super pretty, and I still decorate the house, but my house does not have a good location for a Christmas tree. I just had like a little tiny light up one. I actually didn't even find that this year, so I didn't put it up. But we still have the mantle decorated. But But a tree is a lot of work. But they are beautiful. And if you have the right spot for one, then put it up because they look fabulous. All right, on to another card. And this comes from Rebecca. And her channel, I hope she put her channel name in here because sometimes I forget. Let me make sure. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to look it up really quick because I always forget. I just, the older I get, I forget things sometimes. Now it's really aggravating. But I like Rebecca's channel. She does a lot of vlogging. She's very good with her budgeting and that kind of stuff. And so let me find her channel because it's right here. Home Life with Rebecca. And I'm like, how did I draw that blank? Yes, Home Life with Rebecca. Go over and check out her channel because she is got a great channel. And it looks like she made this card. How beautiful. Look at that with all her stickers and, oh, that's beautiful. And then the inside, look at how pretty she did with all her stickers there. Oh, wishing you a blessed holiday season. I absolutely adore your channel. I'm not really a crafter, but I'm trying. She's a crafter. This card was my attempt at trying to use scrapbook paper. Maybe one day we can meet. All my love, Rebecca. I would love to meet up with you, Rebecca, and I know Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living would love to meet up with you as well. And you did a fabulous job, my dear, on your card. I absolutely love your card. You did an absolute beautiful job. Look at, she even did the back. It's so good. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I love it. That is Home Life with Rebecca. And she has, I think, 6 kids. And she's a good budgeter. Let me tell you, this girl is a good budgeter. Okay, next question. Let's see. How many of you decorate the outsides of your homes? Do you just do a little or do you do a lot? My son, he is so into decorating the outside of his house. He must have like 25 blow-ups. He's got lights all over his house. He's got things on top of the roof. It looks fabulous. He puts a lot of work into it. And truth be known, if I had the resources, I would do the same thing. If I had the manpower to set it all up, if I had the money to get all the stuff, I would do the same thing. And every year he builds his up just a little more and a little more. And so it looks fabulous. I also love to go around and look at other homes that are decorated. I think that's so much fun. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys like with that? With your outside? Do you decorate it up or do you like to go watch, go look at lights anywhere? Or anyway. Okay, on to another one. This is by Sandra Hazen. And I do believe she's in the Hobby Hub Club with me. I'm not sure. Yes. So looks like she made this beautiful card. Good tidings. Good tidings. And it opens up this way. Greetings of the season. Merry Christmas, Sandy Hazen. Hey. So I believe she belongs to the Hobby Hub Club that I belong to through Shay, which is Sassy Granny Vlogs. And I want to say that I think Sandra might be the one that doesn't have content on her channel. But thank you so much, Sandra. I really, really appreciate it. Love your card. It's so beautiful. Absolutely love it. I love all these homemade beautiful cards. Okay, another question. How many of you enjoy wrapping presents? Or are you, you'll do it, but you don't like it, or you flat just hate it? So when I was a teenager, I loved wrapping presents. I thought my mom just let me do it just to shut me up. I now think maybe she just didn't like to wrap presents, because now that I'm older, I hate wrapping presents. I really do, unless it's a perfect box. But I don't like wrapping presents anymore. And I'll put half of my stuff in bags. If it's like for instance, I got my grandson some boxer shorts and some socks. Well, that's kind of an awkward gift unless you put it in boxes. Back in the day, everybody would put it in boxes. But now we have bags. So something like that, I'm not going to go buy a box. I'm going to put it in a bag. So that's what I do from now on. So how many of you really, really enjoy wrapping your presents, or you rather not wrap? Okay, on to another card. And this one is from my friend Bonnie. Her channel on YouTube is Bonnie's Corner. I don't think she's done any content for a while. But I met Bonnie through YouTube a few years ago. I absolutely adore Bonnie. Love her to death. She is an amazing crafter. Just look at this. She made it herself. She made little tags on there. She's very clean and precise with her measurements, unlike me. And then on the back, she even has her stamp that says, handmade by Bonnie. And then on the inside, she addressed it to me and my hubby, because she always thinks about my hubby. May Christmas be merry and magical. Love, Bonnie and Olivia Sue. Aw, thanks, Bonnie. And she dated it. This is such a beautiful card. I've always loved Bonnie. We've always gotten along. We can go months without talking to each other because we have exchanged phone numbers. We became that close of friends. And we could go months without talking to each other. And then all of a sudden, one of us will pop up and text the other one, and we just pick up where we left off. And we both have busy lives. We both know that. So we can't always just like stop and call each other or text each other every single day, or even once a week. Sometimes it's months. But I always feel with Bonnie that we never have any tiffs. We get along. She's just a very pleasant, lovely person. Okay, let's see. Next question. How many of you like to bake for Christmas? And do you give your baked goods away? So way back in the day when I was I wasn't first married, because my younger son was born and he was about 3 or 4. So maybe midway into my marriage, I decided to bake cookies. And I started making cookies. And the first year I just made a few, put them on plates and gave them away. Then all of a sudden it became, oh my gosh, I made like 8 different kinds of cookies. And then I plated them all up and wrapped them, put a bow on them, put a tag on them. And I would make like 25 plates, 30 plates for different people. Mind you, at this time I had 4 sons already. My 2 stepsons that I always called just my sons, and then my 2 own children, and they all lived with us. And so between them and my husband, like sometimes I would make, like they all had favorites, but my one son loved ginger snap cookies. And I could take 12 cookies off and he'd eat 3, and then the next one would come. So I was cooking not only for my family, but trying to get them packaged up to send out. And I would start on a Friday after work and do all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then package all day Sunday. And then my husband would go deliver them all over town where I asked him to take them. And yeah, so now I still love to bake cookies, but I just don't have the energy I used to bake that much. So I'll bake a little bit here and there, and then I take it to work. Or if I bake for one person and give them one kind of cookie or something. But nothing like I used to bake. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. But I loved it. I really did. I can't do it anymore. All right, last card today is from my friend Connie, and her channel name is Connie This and That. Jenny, stop. Her channel is Connie's This and That. She does a lot of diamond painting. She does a lot of coloring. She'll show you sometimes what she's made for dinner, and she helps her parents out, and she takes them dinner over sometime. I just love listening to her. She's just such a delightful person. And she sent me this adorable card. Merry Christmas. Patty, I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Connie from Connie's This and That. Thank you so much, Connie. I really appreciate that. So that is my Merry Mail for today. Look at this video. Ended up being 30 minutes because we're talking about Christmas. And, okay, we're just going to go out with a bang. I don't even know if I have an answer for this one. But do any of you have a favorite memory of Christmas? Whether it be when you were a child, an adult, now, what is your favorite memory of Christmas? And I don't know if I could actually answer that question. I don't know. I remember as a child, my mom would wrap presents and she would put them under the tree as she was wrapping them, and she would label them. And I had 3 siblings and myself, so there was 4 of us. And she would stick them all under the tree. And our Christmas tree was always in our formal living room, not in our family room. And she would let my brother and I go through those presents. Oh, we'd go through them. We'd pick it up and we'd make piles. Okay, this pile's for Matthew. This pile's for Patty. This pile's for Joni. This pile's for Steve. And we would stack them all up and then we'd arrange them under the tree. We never tried to peek and see what was in them, but we just loved seeing how many we were getting. I don't know. We just my brother and I would do that over and over and over again. And I think that was something that was really special to me. And we always were blessed with a lot of presents as children, but they might not be super fancy. I mean, we got like games and dolls and some clothes and different stuff. But my mom always tried to make Christmas very special to us. And she always did. And then the big present always came from Santa the next day. So we opened everything on Christmas Eve except for what came from Santa, and it wasn't under the tree. And the next morning we'd wake up to our stockings and our big present from Santa. I don't know that any certain year's present stuck out to me. Most of the time I got dolls because I love dolls. And I remember my mother telling me after my 8th grade year that I was too old to get dolls anymore. I was so upset with that. I still wanted dolls. And so after I was out of high school, after I was married and had 2 children, I decided to collect porcelain dolls. And so I went back to collecting dolls, and then my mom started buying me dolls again. Now I have my porcelain dolls all boxed up and put away, and I would love to get into baby dolls, but I just don't have the room for them. But I still love dolls to this day. Still love them. So, all right, you guys, it's been a great chat with all of you. I've had a great time just chatting with you about Christmas, and I would love to hear in the comments about all your Christmas memories. You don't have to answer every single question if you don't want to, but it's fun to read whatever that you write. And thank you to all my wonderful friends that sent me these cards. I truly appreciate all of them and love them. And I hope that you guys all have a fabulous Christmas. I don't know that I will be on tomorrow or Wednesday, and I will be back on Thursday for #BookTube, Thursday BookTube. But I think I'm probably going to take the next 2 days off. So have a very blessed Merry Christmas. Enjoy and treasure every moment you have with your family, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.